Tanya Williams from the Green Party. I feel the Green Party could well represent it. I've lived in Richmond for 20 years and Twickenham's really lucky having riverside frontage.
Okay, Tanya, tell me a little bit about the Greens' proposals for the railways.
Well, the Green Party believes that railway privatisation has been an absolute disaster. Passengers are overcrowded and they're paying more for a worse service. The Green Party would do two things immediately. Number one, reduce rail fares for everybody. And number two, as each franchise comes up, we would bring it back into public ownership. Then that would stop the fragmentation of the railways.
Okay. So how do you pay for the reducing the train fares?
That's all costed in the manifesto.
Why do you feel people, the electorate, are interested in the ecology?
Well, when we say ecology, what we're really talking about is the fact that we live on one planet and we're extracting fossil fuels and devastating our environment, and we need a more sustainable lifestyle. This has to be tackled on a personal and a corporate level, and the Green Party will tackle it in Britain, first of all by calling a halt to any fracking that might be happening, and number two, we're investing in a sustainable energy programme to wean ourselves off fossil fuels. It can be done. Sweden and Norway are doing it very successfully. Germany's getting rid of nuclear completely since the Japan disaster. So the Greens want sustainable jobs and sustainable energy forever.
Recently is, of course, housing. Does the Green Party have any proposals to deal with that?
Yes, we certainly do. The problem with housing is, first of all, that housing stock, particularly in Twickenham, is too expensive to buy and too expensive to rent, and also there's a massive lack of housing stock for social housing. The council houses were sold off years ago and they've gone into housing associations. I know from my work with rough sleepers that there simply isn't enough housing for the people who need it. The Green Party have very clear solutions to this. Number one, we would stop all selling of council houses. We would scrap the right to buy support, because that only helps people who can afford mortgages and overinflates an already overheated housing market. We're going to build a lot more social housing with a view to having that for low-income people, and that affordable housing should be genuinely affordable, because 80% of market value is not affordable for most people. I've got 3 children. I want them to be able to afford to live wherever they want in the country without facing insecure rents and tenancies.
Right, thank you, Tanya. I'm always worried that the National Health Service appears to be a bottomless pit. Each party seems to put up more and more money to save it. What's the Greens' view on that?
The Greens' view is that the NHS has been hemorrhaging money to private companies over many years, and that this is wrong. We have 3 big policies about health, as well as more detailed ones, but essentially health should always be free at the point of use, and we will strip out all privatised market mechanisms, which are just a waste of resources and bureaucracy. We're going to provide free social care for the over 65s, because the distinction between health and social care is very difficult to follow in the case of Alzheimer's patients or people with long-term difficulties. So Scotland has free social care for the over 65s, and we think that's only fair and affordable to have in Britain. The Green Party is well aware that mental health has been a Cinderella service for many years, and that austerity has made this worse because longer waiting times are being had between diagnosis and effective treatment.
Okay, Tanya, so why should the people of Whitton vote for Tanya Williams?
People should vote for the Green Party because we represent a set of ideals around social justice which the other parties simply aren't tackling. I've got 3 children. I want them to be able to live in a planet that isn't being fried by climate change, and also we're a very wealthy country and the wealth isn't being spread fairly. We can afford to treat our people better.